In Thunder Bay, Ontario, on the edge of Lake Superior, Budget Demolition has taken on the monstrous task of demolishing the decommissioned Thunder Bay generating station. In Episode 2, the team successfully brought down the 650-foot stack. Now that the cleanup and remaining prep work is completed, the team is almost ready for the next blast. This time, the precipitator building.
So we're in phase 2 of the project. We're just getting wrapped up with all the pre-cuts, and the guys here are finalizing the last few things before we blast.
We basically gutted out the first 60 feet of everything. We separated the precips from the boilers, from boiler 2 and 3. We went straight down the line. So we want to blast the precips. It's about 15% of the building. We want to drop that.
We're dropping the building on the footprint of the stack. The crew are basically at work putting boxes around the explosives on top to protect the other columns from getting interference due to shrapnel. The roof for the precipitator building is connected to the boiler building. It's a one roof span, so we have to separate the roof from the two buildings so the building can freely fall.
Every building is different. We're at the 160-foot level here, and this is where the main transfer beams carrying some weight between the two buildings can't be separated, so that's why we're installing the explosives at this level.
The lengths are important. That's your top charge, it's your bottom charge. That's your one in the middle, which is slightly lower and closer to this point. So I got the timing about right.
When we blast the columns on the main level, if there's any resistance, what happens is we overload the columns we're relying on to use as axis of rotation, and they can shear and the whole building can just drop.
This was jammed full of stuff, right from floor to ceiling. Everything torched out, nothing yanked on. These columns could not be touched because a lot of weight, 10,000 tons, is sitting on it right now.
It's a good couple of months to get this ready to come down. So a lot of hard work, and it's a big team effort.
Also cleaning up the sides of any conduits or copper wire or boxes, because you don't want nothing loose when you're setting these explosives off, especially the deck cord, nothing hitting that line, because it won't set it off, but it'll damage that line, not allowing the explosives to go off. And that's a real problem if the building ever felt that happen.
Oui, donc pour nous, c'est très important quand on arrive sur un site que ça soit propre et qu'on puisse travailler vraiment avec, surtout avec les lifts, qui nous permettent d'aller mettre des charges plus en hauteur, que ça soit propre, qu'il n'y ait pas de roche, qu'on puisse se promener facilement entre chaque pilier. Ils font pour précouper les pylônes, les piliers. Donc, chaque pilier est fragilisé, on pourrait dire. Donc, il y a une coupe qui est faite au centre. Et ça, c'est très important. Puis, ils font des trous également pour que nous, lorsqu'on installe les charges, on puisse insérer des fils de fer, des fils métalliques pour pouvoir solidifier les charges explosives qui sont des charges linéaires. Donc, tout ça ici, Budget Demolition, on fait ça vraiment très professionnel. C'était vraiment très bien fait. Et ça nous a aidé beaucoup pour faire notre travail à nous. Ça a très bien été.
It takes a lot of preparation of the columns to accept charges, explosive charges. And Budget has done a perfect job. No flaws, no issues when we arrived. So we could get at work.
Deck cord coming off of the small charges. Okay, the top and bottom. Gets tied up to with the main charge. That shock tube goes back to where you told us.
So you need to take some dead cord because you're going to run dead cord across it.
How do you like the basket, guys? All right? Yeah? Yeah, she's up there, eh? So right now we have all the explosives. They're not all tied in yet, but safety's number one for us. So everything's been going good, and we just got to keep that momentum right up to the end. Especially days like this, guys get a little bit more pumped and excited, but we got to remember, take it down a level and really focus on our safety.
Hopefully, if the nature cooperates tomorrow by about 8:30, 9 o'clock, we should be ready to push the button.
With the last of the prep work completed, a full day ahead of schedule, the team will be back early in the morning ready to complete their second blast.
Okay, last morning. And I'll start with saying that you guys did a great job setting up everything. Very impressed. We've been on a lot of different sites, a lot of different contractors, and you guys are right at the top here with your prep. So good work. We're gonna regularly communicate before the 5-minute warning. 8:45, all the checkpoints get closed, gate gets locked. Okay, the wind looks like it's in our favor, so we shouldn't get dust cloud, I don't think, up by where we're standing. Has anybody got any questions?
Let's look forward to a great blast. Thanks, guys.
Let's go. All stations, sound for 1-minute warning. 1-minute warning, one long blast. All stations, blast imminent in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Good job.
All stations, stand by.
Good job. That's excellent.
Wasn't only just an explosive toppling, it was an explosive separation followed by the toppling. So there were some challenges, put that together. There was a lot of charges up high. The budget guys did a great job executing the plan. Everything went as planned, and again, the results are on the ground.
Oh man, it went awesome. Couldn't ask for a better drop, and it went perfectly. That separation line you can see right behind me, everything went exactly to plan. Couldn't be happier with our guys. Hard work that went into it.
I was pumped to watch it go down. It's quite an achievement, I think. It's an awesome feeling knowing what your work that you accomplished worked out the way you wanted it to work out.
A lot of hard hours and a lot of teamwork, communication, and it's been a great crew to work with and a great job to be on so far. Oh, goes right through you. Can't, like, almost fell over when it happened.
Also with Rakowski, Energetics, their workmanship and all the hard work that they did, and DST, the engineering that went involved. Designing a blast like this and making sure everyone's safe is not an easy task. Everyone's eager to get this thing cleaned up, ready to go, shipped off site, so we can do the next blast and do it again.
As soon as we hear that blast, we know it's time to get searing.
This is the bread and butter part, you know?
The biggest project I've ever been on, for sure. It's really neat seeing this. There's so much to learn here. Having this opportunity to see that was super cool.
Next planned blast is sometime in June. We'll be taking down the 3 boilers.